So the bug is back. Where was it at? On vacation? How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about C19 apparently making a comeback. Now, I thought it was trust the science, believe the science. I thought that viruses didn't go away. There's no such thing as a virus taking a break, going on vacation, and then coming back the next year, or taking a break for a certain period of time during the year and then coming back later in the year. There are instances of viruses becoming more prevalent at certain parts of the year than others, like in cold months versus the warm months, for a variety of reasons. A lot of the reason why viruses tend to perform better, I suppose, if that's the appropriate phrase, in cold months is because you're going to be indoors more. Therefore, you can breathe in a lot of dirty air. It's a lot more way for the virus to get to you from person to person in the workplace. You're not going to be outside as much. And then it's cold, obviously, when you're in the cold air. You could be sniffling a lot. So those factors lead to viruses becoming more prevalent in cooler weather, but the virus does not go away. So when they said that the flu took a vacation back when C19 first came out, I'm like, for real? It just went away for a year, then came back. Did it go to Bora Bora? Did it go to Playa del Carmen? Did it go to Thailand? Did it go to Philippines? Where is it at? Now, before I go any further, let's roll some video. Now, this, in my humble opinion, is part of a campaign that they want to put out there to make you afraid of the bug coming back. So you voluntarily put on your mask because they already programmed you, right? They already programmed you. So when they say, oh, so-and-so is getting sick and so-and-so got the bug, you're going to automatically go to your local mask shop and get masks, put them on. And if they say, go get the new booster, the new shot, you're going to go out there and do it. Not you guys that are watching. You guys are brilliant geniuses, but a lot of the normies out there who were not really aware of what's happening, they're going to do it. Now, before I go any further, let's go ahead and check out some clips. Of course, these clips will be available in the description box. And if you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
As you can see, Whoopi is not here. She has COVID. Yes, it's back. It's back.
It's back.
But
it's back, huh? Like I said, it must have been somewhere. It might have been in Tahiti, and now it's come back to mainland USA. Okie dokie.
she's on the mend. She's on the tail end, and she'll probably be back this week. But sorry she's not here. For those of you who are looking forward to seeing her.
Now, I thought that the vax prevented people from getting the bug. I thought if you got the vax, you were straight. Well, that's what they were saying at first. Remember that? Remember they were saying if you get the vax, you won't get the bug. But obviously, that's not true. They say that it prevents hospitalization and death, allegedly. I mean, maybe you won't be in a hospital from the bug, but you might have a heart condition and be in the hospital for that. Allegedly, potentially, maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying things. This is all entertainment. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Take what I say with a grain of salt. So when you see some 18-year-old healthy young man that played football, basketball, baseball, tennis in the hospital with myocarditis, and he said that he got the vax, you're not allowed to put two and two together to get four.
Since she tested positive for COVID-19 last night, I can tell you that the First Lady is experiencing mild symptoms and will remain in Delaware for the week. President Biden tested negative last night for COVID-19 and tested negative again today. He's not experiencing any symptoms. As far as the steps he is taking, since the president was with the First Lady yesterday, he will be masking while indoors and around people.
See what I'm saying?
In alignment with CDC guidance, and as has been the practice in the past, the president will remove his mask when sufficiently distanced from others indoors and while outside.
So silly. What's the point in removing the mask at certain points if you're going to wear it? Like, what's the point in wearing it at all if you're going to remove it at certain points? It's like the whole thing with the restaurants. And to be clear, she's talking about Jill Biden. Jill Biden got the bug and she wants to stay in Delaware. So she's quarantining. Is that what's going on? So we're going back to quarantining and wearing masks. This whole thing is ridiculous. But back to the whole restaurants thing. They say, or they said back then, wear a mask to the restaurant and inside the restaurant. But when you sit down, take it off and eat. So when you're eating your food, you got all kind of schmutz and particles and whatnot flying everywhere. That's happening, but it's okay. And then when you leave, when you are emitting fewer particles, you put your mask back on. It makes no sense whatsoever. But here we are. Now, here is a video from earlier in August. This is about 2 weeks ago. When was this? August 17th. So a few days ago. And they're talking about C19 coming back. And of course, as I said, they want you to take a brand new booster shot. Now, how many of you guys are going to voluntarily go get that booster? If you're already vaxxed, I'm not judging nothing like that. No, okay. But know what we know now, knowing how the vax helps us or doesn't help us, knowing some of the alleged side effects, are you going to go out there and get the new vax? Y'all let me know in the comments, but let's go ahead and watch this.
COVID is making a comeback this summer, so many of us would like to leave it in the past, but cases are once again on the rise. So when will new booster shots roll out? Ann Thompson asked the CDC director.
This summer, most Americans left COVID in the past, gathering together once again mask-free. But tonight, signs of a COVID resurgence. Across the country, COVID hospitalizations jumped more than 14% in the most recent week, but far lower than pandemic levels. NBC News medical contributor Dr. Kavita Patel.
What's behind this uptick in COVID that we're seeing?
The main driver of this is a variant that's relatively newer to the scene, EG5. It's easier to give and get, so that makes it kind of easier to pass along.
I got a question. So the variants, what's causing the variants? Is it the fact that you got the vax out there and it's trying to find ways around the vax? Is the vax itself contributing to the creation and spread of the new variant? Or is it a simple fact that viruses always try to find a way to survive? They always want to live, so they mutate. Like, what's going on? Can we get some actual science behind that rather than the pseudoscience of wearing this little cute mask? And these things do nothing. You might as well just have on no mask. That's the same thing. This will actually probably do more harm than good, because you got all kind of schmutz and germs and everything that you're not allowed to really expel through your natural breathing process. You're keeping it inside the mask all day. That's probably doing much more harm than good. And why are you putting the mask on the baby anyway, knowing that people under the age of 18 are not really the target of the virus's wrath, unless you are 600 pounds at age 15, but I digress.
It's been almost a year since the last COVID booster came out. CDC Director Dr. Mandy Cohen.
The new COVID booster is expected to be approved by the FDA, and then we will make recommendations from the CDC probably by the second or third week of September.
Will it protect against this new strain?
That's on time, right? Because this video is from August 17th. Here we are, September the 6th. So within a few days, you'll hear about a new booster. That's what they're trying to say right here in this video from what I'm gathering. And again, the news about Jill Biden and Whoopi Goldberg is recent, within the past couple of days. So they're leading up to the new booster. That's what it looks like.
Yes, the booster.
This is a marketing campaign.
Is tailored to what we are seeing circulating now.
Critics say the federal government is behind once again. People knew there was going to be a COVID resurgence. So why don't we have a booster today? Why do we have to wait until next month?
The way
they're behind something, all right, but I won't say what that is.
We go about doing just like we do with our flu shots, right? We make sure that we're looking at the ways in which the virus changed. They look at and evaluate that. The FDA is doing its work. We likely will see this as an annual COVID shot, just like the flu shot.
Just in time for fall, when we'll also face RSV.
Can you take the flu shot, the COVID booster, and the RSV vaccine all at once?
So for flu and COVID, yes. RSV, again, is only available for older adults. That's one where I'd say talk to your doctor about what's right for you.
So until the new COVID booster comes, get prepared. Stock up on at-home tests. They do cover that new strain. Keep a mask handy in case you're in a crowded place. And most of all, get your shots, COVID, flu, and RSV, all by Halloween to give yourself your best chance of staying healthy.
Right.
I think not. But hey, if you want to do that, anybody out there listening to the sound of my voice, if you want to do that, knock yourself out. But I'm going to pass. As I close, I want to say this. I think this is a marketing campaign. It's a marketing campaign of fear, of acknowledgement. So it's like the virus is still here. It's not gone away. As we all know, viruses don't go away, but a lot of normies, they don't really get it. So it's here. Go out and get your brand new shot. We're seeing some stock prices dip of certain companies that create these things. I'm not saying that the federales and the news organizations and the big pharma are in cahoots with each other, but if news like that came out, then I wouldn't be surprised, because what I'm seeing right here is a marketing campaign that unfortunately will work for quite a few Americans. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on what's going on here? This news about Jill Biden has the bug and got to stay home in Delaware. Whoopi Goldberg can't go to The View because she has the bug. And then talking about, oh, you should wear your mask in public and things of that nature. I think I saw Anthony Fauci concerned about Americans not wanting to participate, not wanting to obey orders. Yeah, we're not going to want to do this because we know that it doesn't really work. We know that the masks are a waste of time. We know that there are some alleged injuries that have come from the vax. So why would we want to do this? Some normies are going to be afraid and do it regardless. They might have had an adverse reaction to the vaccine or whatever, but they're still going to do it because they're so afraid and they don't know what else to do. A lot of normies need to have that kind of guidance and direction. But I'm here just to say, hey, don't buy into what they're trying to say on television, from the politicians, from the news media, to the entertainers. Don't buy into it. Use some of your own common sense and lead that way. In my humble opinion, that's probably the best way to go. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.